Hi, I'm Sam Kremer, analyst at British Design Fund, and today I'm joined by Joyeeta, co-founder of Samudra Oceans, who are BDF5's sixth investment. Joyeeta, thanks very much for taking the time. Why don't you start off by telling us a bit about yourself and your background?
Hi everyone, I'm Joyeeta, and thanks to the British Design Fund, we've just closed a pre-seed round at Samudra Oceans, which is what I'm the co-founder of. My background is in engineering and also AI. I have built a few startups in the past, also worked for corporate tech in the Valley. I'm essentially a hardware engineer by training who ended up becoming a software entrepreneur, so kind of a mix of everything.
Brilliant. And so referring to Samudra specifically, why did you start it and how did you spot the opportunity?
Yeah, so Samudra was a product of uh, many years of thinking. I and my co-founder Alex met at Carbon 13, which is like a venture builder in Cambridge. And we were there in the first place because we've been thinking about the climate crisis for many years of our life. It's the whole background of our life. We've both grown up in very ocean. Um, I should say ocean is the background of our life. And having been engineers, we've been thinking for a long time, what can we do as a scalable solution that involves the ocean, which is very close to our heart, and at the same time ends up being an answer for the global crisis. And it turns out that one of the biggest ways we can do that is to restore the health of the oceans. And at the same time, empower local coastal communities who are at the forefront of the crisis. And it turns out that macro algae, such as kelp, and farming it at scale could be the solution. And being engineers, we thought that if we could provide the automation for this activity, we would essentially be empowering a global scale solution.
Brilliant. And so you mentioned your co-founder. Do you want to talk us through the team?
Yeah, so Alex and I are basically, I'm CEO, he's CTO. So he looks at the mechanical and the hardware design. I look at the strategy, fundraising, vision, and also the AI piece. So like software, hardware. That's kind of how we operate. We met at Carbon 13. We are both engineers by training. Alex mechanical, I'm electronics. And our main thread, the thing that got us together, that keeps us together, is the incredible passion for climate crisis, incredible passion for engineering, particularly design, and also the ocean. The ocean is the thread of our life, and it just like naturally joined us together.
Yeah, brilliant. And then so what else do you have planned for the next 12 months? I know you've mentioned a few busy times coming up.
So at Samudra, what we're doing right now is we have the prototypes. We've tested them in various oceans of the world, in various parts of England and Scotland and Jamaica and various other places. We are now starting to deploy them commercially, as in the prototypes are going into field full time, and they will stay there for several months, reporting back and collecting data and automating. That's the whole purpose of the company. And then once that starts working, we will start to look at expanding to more locations. Because we are an ocean technology company, we are international from day one. Most startups have a role that you have to grow locally first and then go international. For ocean startups, that's not the case. We can't wait to have the entire coastline of UK before we go elsewhere. That's not something that's even allowed. So we are international from day one, which makes us have unique challenges, but it also makes our life quite interesting. So we are looking at expanding to other regions in Southeast Asia and Caribbean and deploying the product and seeing that the robotics and AI work for other species, other temperatures. And once we are able to do that, we'd be ready for phase three. So phase two will then prove that it's globally deployable. It works in multiple species and multiple temperature and multiple scenarios. And then phase three would be stepping back from that and taking a plan. How do we make all this fit together in a giant jigsaw puzzle that actually solve the climate crisis, and takes out more carbon than it adds as a business?
Brilliant. Well, thank you very much for taking the time today, and we really look forward to working with you over the next few years.
Thank you so much, Sam, for the support. We really appreciate having you guys come on board.